they may need some extra help or constant repetition in order to grasp a particular concept. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Josephine Eyang as always, and this is Fix It with Josie. Are you new? Welcome to the Fix It family. Are you an old subscriber? Oh, thank you so much for clicking back. I'm a Cameroonian YouTuber based in Douala, Cameroon, and I make educative and entertaining contents on parenting, relationship, marriage counseling, lifestyle vlogs, and more. In today's episode, in today's video, I want to talk to parents. Yeah, it's been a parenting journey for some time now, and yeah, I think it's very important to call parents, guardians, teachers attention to this. And we're going to talk about how we can encourage slow learners to improve on themselves and not to give up in learning. The term slow learners is often used to describe children or students who are not clinically or mentally retarded and don't have any specific learning disability but have trouble keeping up with their peers academically. They may need some extra help or constant repetition in order to grasp a particular concept. So it is not because they have a particular learning disability that they are not able to grasp the concept. It's just that they are slow, like the term is slow learners. So it's not like they are sick, it's not like they are facing a particular problem, but they are just slow and they just need that repetition, they just need that extra help to be able to grasp a concept. It is often very frustrating for parents, for teachers, for guardians to deal with slow learners, but there is hope for them. One thing you must understand is it just entails patience, and the first step to understanding exactly how you can help these children or students is to have a professional administer a formal IQ test to the child or to the student. Yeah, an IQ test will help determine the level of impairment, and it will help give clarity to what level of assistance this child needs. And so you cannot go ahead trying to do it without having a professional administer a formal IQ test to the child. An IQ test is a test that determines the level of intelligence on students or on pupils. So it is very, very essential to the child's development. When this is done, you now see what or where to come in and how much help to give this particular child. Now, an IQ of 100 is considered average. Anywhere between 85 to 100 is considered normal, but below 70 is considered slow. So students or children whose IQ fall below 70 require an extra help and extra assistance to be able to grasp particular concepts, and this can only be done if a formal IQ test is administered to determine what level the child is. And so it is very, very important, if you want to help a slow learner, to make sure that this test is administered to them, so you know exactly what level of help, where exactly to put more emphasis, to place more emphasis on the child. And of course, you have such children need constant repetition in order to grasp concept, because their retention skills are very, very low. So you have to repeat and keep a constant pace so that they don't forget what was taught. In a case where there may be a disability, like is a cause of a particular illness, they need such students or such people may need a trained special educationist. Like we have teachers who are trained particularly to handle special needs, special children with special needs. Yeah, so but in I don't think children with just low IQs cannot be considered disabled. They cannot be considered disabled, but where, be it in an inclusive class or in a separated class. These children just need to be understood. After administering the IQ test, now the teachers have to be more patient. The parents, the guardians, whoever is trying to help these children have to be very patient. You have to exercise patience with them, yeah, because it is going to be very difficult. Of course, it is always frustrating when you teach someone, you teach something over and over and over, and yet the children or the students find it very difficult to grasp the concept. It becomes very frustrating. But then it requires a lot of patience. If you are willing, if you are determined to help them, then you just have to exercise a lot of patience to see that they grasp that particular concept. Secondly, you have to develop the habit of praising them, encourage them, try to make them understand that they are making progress. Yeah, each time they answer questions, each time they show clearly that they have understood what you were saying, praise them, because they are not also having it easy. Sometimes they feel frustrated, sometimes they feel like giving up. So praise them, encourage them, let them know that they are making progress. It's going to help them. It's going to help them to put in more effort in grasping that particular concept. That alone will really help their development. Furthermore, you have to adjust your vocabulary. Yeah, since they already have difficulty grasping those concepts, since they have difficulty with retention, you have to try as much as possible to adjust your vocabulary. Talk in a way they will understand. Use the simplest language to communicate to them, to give instructions to them. Sorry, it's going to help them so much. Yeah, don't use complex language, don't use difficult terms to them. Try as much as possible to simplify whatever you're telling them to the lowest level, to the lowest form. It's going to help them. Now you have to try as much as possible to create different kinds of instructions. Like, in order to give out an instruction, or to pass a message, you have to use synonyms. You have to use a language that they will clearly understand. It's going to help them a lot in learning. Again, you have to keep the pace. Yeah, keeping the pace is that kind of consistency. Yeah, if you teach them something today, don't go to something different tomorrow, because they already have problems with retention. They need constant repetition. So it will take a longer period of time for them to understand, for them to fully grasp a particular concept. So for you to succeed in teaching them, you have to keep the pace, you have to be consistent, you have to take a longer time in order to teach them a particular thing. So don't see that they already understand this one today and tomorrow you just move straight to the next thing. No, you have to at least take some time on that particular thing so that they get to understand it very well and retain it and keep it before you move to a different concept. Yeah, it's never easy to handle slow students. It's never easy to deal with children with very low IQs, but with patience, with constant repetition, with praises, appraisals, with all these things, it's just going to work out. Don't give up on them. If you have a child, if you have a student in your class, if you have someone you're trying to teach and they are very slow, then please, there is hope. Don't give up. Thank you so much for watching, and see you in my next one. Bye bye.